To pull it back, the last thing I would come back with is what can people look forward to in 2020? This is the last podcast, I think. Maybe there will be a Courage and Nadeshot show, but last podcast of the year, new facility.
Yeah.
What's coming?
What I would actually ask all of you to be looking forward to, if you're a fan of 100 Thieves, I think our rollout of our apparel and jerseys is probably the thing that I'm most excited about right now. I think it hurt me down to my very core to know that there were so many people this year that were like just huge fans of 100 Thieves and our clothing and the apparel that we dropped and couldn't get their hands on it. You know, I think people don't understand internally the struggles that we went through to make apparel work this year, because we did something completely different. Like, we weren't going to some third party and saying, hey, print these right now so that we can sell them right now. Like, we did custom cut and sew. We did things differently. It was a change of what you would expect from a video game team or an esports team or any brand in general. And we spent so much time bringing in the right help and planning out the right vision for our apparel. It's going to be very different, but more of the same.
Yeah, none of the changes. So the other thing I think it's worth clarifying for people who don't know is we brought in a new head of a VP of apparel.
We do. We've talked about it a million times.
But his stuff hasn't come to be.
Yeah.
So this cream hoodie was the last one that he wasn't in charge of, and now he will be everything for next year, and it'll be totally different.
Yeah, basically our head of apparel is built like, it's very different, but it's more the same. And I'm most excited about apparel. Like, I'm just most excited to have, we have an entire year scoped out, planned out. It's
way more product.
Way more product.
Yep.
I think you're going to be really excited. But I will preface that things will be different.
Yep.
You know, I think a lot of things that we have done have been very simple and very weighted on just the 100 Thieves brand and the logo itself, where I think this year we're trying to be a little bit more progressive in terms of athletic wear, streetwear.
Spanning what, like, as you've always said, we want 100 Thieves to be a real clothing brand that people love.
That's what I'm most excited about. What about you? You wrap it up.
Look, I
what
think
are you most excited about?
On the content side, and there's so much more podcasts, more like shows and kind of consistent things that people can come to. I think it's something we've been pushing more and more towards, especially as we bring in more talent and all this stuff.
Dude, our McDonald's got canceled.
Oh my gosh. That's something that I feel like we've had the highest, we've had these podcasts, but like much more like consistent stuff people can come back to across different esports, different games, different whatever. And I think especially when all of that's in the world of, and this gets to probably the thing I'm most excited about, which is truly having the entire 100 Thieves universe in that facility. We had this 2 years ago in the League of Legends team house. It was not only our best competitive split, but also I think it felt like it was the most consistent culturally we'd ever been. And now we're going to have CSGO in there, Fortnite in there, League of Legends in there, our creators streaming in there, like all our employees, like that's going to be awesome.